Well, let's speak to Bilal Sarway, who's in the Afghan capital, Kabul. Bill, while the Taliban saying it's not responsible, does anyone actually believe them?
Well, the Afghan government, the Afghan intelligence agency, the NDS, has said that it's the work of the Haqqani network. The leader, Sirajuddin Haqqani, is the deputy head of operations for the Taliban. It's a deadly group responsible for a number of similar attacks. We don't know what evidence the Afghan government has to back up that claim, but the Afghan government has even said that this attack took place with the direct help of ISI, Pakistan's intelligence services. We then heard from the Afghan cricket board cancelling scheduled cricket matches with Pakistan. So obviously there's still a lot of confusion and needless to say that the relationship between Islamabad and Kabul will remain problematic, as has been the nature of these relationships for the last 16 years or so.
Well, if there is concrete evidence that Pakistan was somehow involved, what sort of retaliation might we expect from Afghanistan?
Well, Afghanistan cannot simply match the might of the Pakistani army or the state, but in this case, the tanker, we are being told, had almost 1,500 kilograms of explosives, was on its way to the green zone. The American embassy is there. The Resolute Support, which is the name for the NATO mission in Afghanistan, is located there. Had more internationals been killed in this attack, for example, if there were American or European casualties and fatalities in big numbers, then Pakistan would have felt the heat if it had been proven that it was the work of the Haqqani network and that the Pakistani intelligence services were behind this attack. But one Afghan official in the province of Logar, for example, to the south of the city, was telling me this morning that Taliban fighters were congratulating each other yesterday, almost 2 hours after the attack, on radio, saying that they had achieved their mission, that this was successful. And this was in the district of Narh, in the province of Logar, which is a main or major stronghold of the Haqqani network.
Well, whoever it turns out was responsible, it's clear that the situation in Afghanistan seems to be getting worse month by month. What are the authorities there doing to try and keep the place secure?
The Afghan government has failed now on a number of occasions to protect major cities, whether that's Kabul or elsewhere. And I think yesterday that anger was very visible when one of the top security minister was trying to get into a hospital for possibly an attempted photo op opportunity. Relatives and civilians actually prevented them, and there were some very bad words for that official. The president of Afghanistan, Dr. Ashraf Ghani, understands that rage and anger. He has appealed for unity. He has said that it was time that he would go back to the nation into important political figures, regardless of the political differences, to find a solution. But the grim reality is that this will not be the last attack that Afghanistan will be facing. I think you could expect more. A reason for that is that the Taliban have been able to control more territory, more ground in the last 2 years in Afghanistan. They are more resourceful. They, for example, have red units, fire units, which they call them their special forces. Daesh is active. Al-Qaeda survived in the Pakistan-Afghanistan region. In the last 10-15 minutes that I'm speaking to you, a suicide car bomb has targeted Afghan guards at the airport in the eastern city of Jalalabad, which is a major U.S. base. But this is a road that's frequented by Afghan travelers. This is the road that leads to Pakistan. So we don't have details of that attack, but it just shows you how volatile the security situation remains. And the Taliban have actually taken the villages, and now they're trying to choke the cities. So the more attacks in the cities, more resources will have to be directed at countering those attacks. And I think that presents a very major problem.
We'll have to stop you there because we're running out of time, but thank you very much indeed for bringing us up to date.